Hey, hey. All right, let me round. Hi. Happy Monday night. Oh my gosh. Well, you might be coming off of a fantastic weekend full of incredible things, maybe big events, or just having loads of fun. And now it's Monday and you're just jamming through everything, trying to catch up on Facebook and want to post this, that, and everything about maybe something you learned or something you saw over the weekend. So I love social media. I love it. And I have built a six-figure business on social media in the last 7 years. It took me 3 years to do that. My first 3 years doing my home business, my online business. And in those 3 years, I made some crazy stupid mistakes. Okay, so I thought I would cover 5 mistakes that you might be making in your network marketing business, your online business, your direct sales business, whatever you might have. There's maybe 5 mistakes you could be making that could be costing you your business, and maybe you're wondering, oh my gosh, why is nobody loving my stuff? Why don't I have 18,000 reps joining my team? Why am I not the top sales in my company? All right, I just got a question from somebody asking what my business is, and primarily I'm an online fitness nutrition coach. I'm a Beachbody coach, and I also help support people in building their own home business. So I love the questions, and I'm going to do my best to try and grab them throughout the broadcast. So if you're catching the rebroadcast, thank you so much for one, being on, and two, I'm going to do my best to answer your questions. So do me a favor. Before we get started, if you have questions, please type it out in the comments and put a dash with your name so I don't have to try and squint and figure out what your handle is. All right? So I'm going to do my best to answer them live. Otherwise, I'm going to go back and respond to you that way. So tonight we're talking about 5 social media mistakes that you could be making in your network marketing business. And this is applicable to direct sales, MLMs, anything that you might be doing that uses social media to build your business. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I have my notebook because I need a standpoint. A lot of times I get so carried away. Thanks for all the hearts, yay, love seeing you guys on. But I can get carried away and go off on tangents. So I'm gonna do my best to be laser focused here. Love, 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 love seeing all you guys. Okay, 5 mistakes. We're gonna start right now because I want to get to the content because it's your evening and you probably are like, all right, enough yapping. All right, okay, here we go. First one, you only post pictures of the product, service, or program that you represent. So you've probably scrolled through Facebook or Instagram or whatever is hot and that you're following right now, and all you see are all these bags or cosmetics or fitness programs, and they're the actual canned program, and it's a canned photo, and you can tell that it's a canned photo, and that is just so blah, right? People like creativity. People want to see you. We live in a society of selfies. Selfies are so the norm, and a lot of us have such a weird, I unfollow them too. I'm with you, Tracy, and Karen. Yeah, totally. And so if you're gonna sit there and post pictures of a program or service or product that doesn't have any personality to it, people are gonna be immediately turned off, right? I agree. You're on a social media platform, and that's not social. That is just such a canned, yep, here I am, I rep XYZ, and that's all that I have that I can bring to the table, okay? So, take selfies, be creative. You know, you can certainly share about what you do and what you're passionate about, but have some creativity behind it, right? So if you do represent the best nail wraps or the best fitness product or supplement, you know, show a picture of you and day in the life of it and doing it and using it instead of actually just a picture of it. All right, so be creative. Be creative. Number 2, your Facebook name or Twitter or Instagram handle has your company's name in it or the product in it. There's nothing worse than scrolling through Facebook or getting friend requests or finding all these new followers on Instagram or Twitter and it have Sherry XYZ company person. You know? Sorry, I'm not creative on the fly, as you can tell. But you kind of get what I'm saying, right? You have a new follower on Instagram, you get all excited, and it's Sherry, you know, fill in the blank, party specialist, right? So you know exactly what they are and that they're going to be pushing their certain product. So I don't, Sherry XYZ person, thank you. I will try and shoot for a creative one later. But if you are repping a company, meaning you're a distributor for it, you've got to brand yourself, okay? Brand yourself. That's what people want to see. They want to see you. They're going to buy your product or program or service or join your business because they like, trust, and respect you, okay? They're not going to buy anything from you just because you have the name of the product in your Twitter or Instagram handle or on your Facebook page. And chances are, if you go back and read your policies and procedures of the company that you represent, they probably have a caveat in their policies and procedures that does not allow you to use their trademarked name unless you are using independent blah, blah, blah representative or independent blah, blah, blah distributor in your Facebook name or Twitter handle, whatever. And again, that's just yucky. So my best advice to that is brand yourself. People want to know what you're about. You can be super duper passionate about your nail wraps, or you could be super passionate about the supplements that you represent, but people don't necessarily want to know the company right out of the gates. They want to know why you love it and how it's changed your life. So share that, you know, make a story. Tell a story through social media. That's what people are coming to, okay? So that brings me to number 3. I was actually going to push this to number 4, but I'm going number 3. It's moving up the line. Don't air out your dirty laundry. Don't be negative on Facebook, right? If you are just constantly negative Nelly and always complaining about something, people are immediately turned off. We have so much negativity in this country as it is that people don't come onto Facebook or Instagram or their favorite social media. Yes, being interested is interesting. Bang on, I didn't catch who that was. But that's exactly, you know, people want to be distracted. People come to social media because they want to be entertained. They need value. They want to come find motivation. They want inspiration. I go to Instagram to be inspired on how I can improve myself as a business owner. I get inspiration from new posts that I can do in the future. I also get inspired to learn something new, right? And I'm motivated. And so that's what I'm going to these social media forums for, these certain mediums. And I'm only picking a few of them. But if you're constantly down and out and negative and having such everything about your day is negative and it's on Facebook, people are going to be immediately turned off. So if you are going to use social media as a platform to build your business, airing out your dirty laundry is not the forum for that anymore. Journals, writing out, pen and paper, old school, is a great way to get all your negativity out, all right? And a great way to get your feelings and your thoughts, or you know what, pick up the phone and call a girlfriend because they're pretty much going to be there for you. You really like that bookcase behind me. Thanks. It's a wine rack that actually now has some of my dad's remains, and it's kind of an accessory now for some my kids' artwork. So it's kind of a hodgepodge. But thank you for complimenting me on it. I thought maybe you would like my artwork that one of my dear friends, Jen Chambers, she does custom pieces. So this is one of her very first ones. Anyways, sorry, off topic, but hey, Hermson, you did that to me. Okay, so we talked about airing out your dirty laundry. Don't do it. Don't be negative. Be positive, right? Remember, again, everybody wants to be interested about it. Everybody wants to learn something and come and just be distracted from their day-to-day stresses, right? See, you're agreeing. If you agree to limit the negativity, give me all those hearts. See? I love it. So let's make a pact. Those of us that are Don't call me with your negative crap. Karen, I couldn't agree with you more, because I know you and you have enough going on that you don't need to hear other people's BS, right? So just make sure that what you're going to put on there, you kind of think about it, especially if you're using social media to grow your business. All right? And watch the cuss words. You know, I like to curse like the next person, but you're not going to hear me curse on videos, and you're certainly not going to see me write it out on social media in vulgar context. Okay? You might hear the whole SH beep T, you know, and do a little asterisk, and that's just maybe for fun or like a shock factor, but I'm not going to be constantly swearing in my posts. People don't need to see that. All right? Beat that one with a dead horse. Agree? Agree. Hearts if you agreed I beat that one with a dead horse. All right. Number 4, don't spray and pray. Right? Don't, yeah, you're right, Gary can. But don't spray and pray. So what do I mean by that? Don't just put out your post for the day or your invite to learn about your business or buy this product from me because I'm the best rep and I'm the top selling blah, blah, blah. And just hope that you walk away and you're going to come back and you're going to have an inbox full of people asking to join your company or to buy your product. Don't spray and pray. Again, it goes back to being interesting and provide value. Don't spray and pray. I know I have a boy too, and there's enough mess in the bathroom. So don't spray and pray. You guys kind of get that, right? You got to make sure that in order to get people to come back and to continue to want to read what you have to say, they need value. They need to know that they can rely on you for interesting information, entertainment, distraction, okay? So that's what we talked about a lot. All right, lastly, number 5 is maybe you aren't consistent in your Facebook posts or your Instagram. So if you get on social media and maybe you post once a day or maybe once every other day or at random times on Instagram, if you don't have consistency, then people don't know when to expect or what you're going to say. So if you are truly looking to build your business on social media, people thrive on consistency, because I can pretty much guarantee your demographic, your niche, your audience that you are trying to draw is going to be on some social media platform at some point during the day. Okay? Hermson, imagine social media like a cocktail party. Yes, right? So you're being social. That's what social media is about. Okay? So you need to be consistent. If you want people to show up in your business and be loyal customers, you need to continue and show up and be social and be out there on social media. It's such a great way to share your passion. And, you know, since we are so out of touch with the kind of personal one-on-one stuff often, we rely on social media. You know, if you're like me and you have kids, I have 3 kids, I'm pregnant with my 4th, I run a couple businesses, I help out my in-laws with their commercial real estate property, and I try and run a household and be a friend and a wife, you know, and it's a lot. And so I have to rely on social media. That's how I built my business these last 7 years. And that's how I will continue to build and evolve. But I had to make some mistakes along the way. Okay? Yes, Fit Fashion Nutrition, such a great idea, is to schedule. If you don't think you can be consistent and on social media because you are out the door at, say, 7 o'clock and you're driving your kids to school, once, you know, some of you guys are starting school and mine don't start for a couple weeks, but you know, you're busy. After school comes and you got activities and, you know, you're driving here, there, and everywhere, and you got to come home and you got to make dinner and you got to get the household settled down before bedtime, and then, you know, you only have a post at 9 o'clock. Well, maybe your audience isn't on social media at 9 o'clock. You know, maybe they've gone to bed, or maybe you find that you can actually get on social media and it's 10 or 11, right? Management Mondays. Love that concept. Love it. Hermson, you're on it. But schedule your posts. There's a lot of really, really great platforms that you can schedule your posts. You've got Hootsuite, you've got Postcron, you've got, what's one of the newer ones? There's so many of them. Yeah, Hootsuite only does some. Actually, Hootsuite just started with Instagram. So that's huge. You can basically post that across the board now. And I think Hootsuite's a really great platform. There's Social Oomph. Postcron, like I said, and Tiny Torch is actually a good one, and they're evolving their platform. So you're right, you can't do Pinterest, but you know, you can actually just invest that time, and that kind of comes down to time management, to find time that you can be available on some of those sites that you can't post to all of them. And here's another thing with scheduling posts, is that you don't want to schedule them all at the same time, because then you're just blanketing everybody at the same time, whereas maybe you kind of sprinkle them a little bit throughout, right? So just a couple things. So those were my 5 mistakes that you may be making, and I want to say, if I made them, then you probably will have made them a time or two. So there is no harm in admitting and being humble about it, because if we don't make mistakes, we can't grow our business. So let's see those hearts. I'm gonna assume that those hearts mean you've made a mistake or two in your time. So keep those hearts pumping if you've made some mistakes on social media. All right. So I wanted to give you guys that content because I think it is so imperative. And social media is such a tremendous platform for us to be successful, all of us to be successful, regardless of what your business is. And I think it's a great opportunity. Oh, I have a bonus one for you. It's a great opportunity for us to be able to share what we do and what we love and what we're super passionate about. Okay? But I have one bonus one. I know I said I have 5 mistakes, but one bonus one. So number 6 for you, okay? Because it just popped in my head and I didn't write it down, but it's kind of one of those things. All right? Last one is, don't slam other companies, competitive companies. Okay? We're all in this for the same reason, and that's to enhance our lives. And we're passionate about the company or product, service, or whatever that we represent. See, right? Don't slam them. You closed me out on accident. What are the apps you recommend to pre-schedule? Postcron, TinyTorch, Social Oomph, Hootsuite. If there's others, please feel free to share and help. I think it was Fit Fashion Nutrition. Feel free to share. Hootsuite is probably my best, and because you can do it on Instagram now. You can't do them all, but if you're building a business, you do need to schedule that time. But my bonus one, I want to go back to that, is don't slam or put down publicly, no-brainer, publicly don't put down a competitor to your business. It's so tacky. People immediately look down on you, and you know, it's just not in good nature to do that. It's just unethical and unprofessional to behave like that on social media. TweetDeck. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about TweetDeck. Sorry, it's like squirrel. But don't slam other companies. And even with if you're talking to somebody one-on-one, and you know, you're going back and forth on Facebook Messenger, and maybe they're saying, well, you know, I heard that this shake is better than that shake, and you know, or I'm drinking this. You know, what would you suggest I add to it or whatever? And then you go, oh my God, those drinks are terrible. Do you know how bad those are for you and what's in them and blah, blah, blah. Like, people don't want to hear that because they're immediately insulted, and immediately you just turn them off from anything that you can ever insert into their lives in the future. So just be really, really mindful and aware of what you say to about other companies, because it's a small world. Believe it or not, network marketing is a small world, and you never know who's going to join your organization next, so you don't want to burn that bridge, right? We need to come together and be supportive of one another and share and be excited, because you know what? That person found their passion. If they love to sell the nail wraps, great, more power to them. If they love to sell bags or purses or jewelry, awesome. You go, and I will support you in any way that I can, okay? And that's just the kind of person I am. And I hope that in your home business, you're in the business to help other people, whether it's financially or to help them feel better about their skin or their appearance or their self-worth, whatever it might be. We're in this because we want to help other people, and so we need to promote and come together as a community in this industry. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I know I said I had 5, but I had that little bonus one for you because it's Monday and you guys are rad. And everyone, curious, do you save your Periscope videos? Huh, look at my little friend. Hi. She's been so good sitting across the table from me, listening to me talk about social media, and I swear she's going to be a future entrepreneur. Your question, do I save my videos? Yes, I do. Catch.me. Catch is K-A-T-H.me. All right. Sorry, I can't see who's saying hi because they just kind of go away. So if you ever want to say anything or ask a question in the future, make sure you say something and then add your name at the end so I can call you out by your real name. Catch, like catch a ball, K-A-T-C-H. I might have actually left out that C. I'm sorry. Hi, Karen. Taryn, ha, we kind of rhyme. And I spell mine the same way, but with a T. So after you can, in your savings in Periscope, this is kind of fun how it's turned into a Periscope tutorial. In your settings of Periscope, you can actually auto-save these to your phone. And then if you have created a catch.me account, and it's through Twitter, because obviously Twitter owns Periscope, it will automatically upload your videos so people can go and watch them later. And for me, when I'm getting comments that maybe I haven't been able to catch all of them, I can go back and I can actually respond to your comment if I missed it by tweeting you, or if you leave me your email or anything, then I can connect with you that way as well. What do you do after you've saved on catch.me? So after you've saved it, then it's there, and it's a platform that people can search the content. Catch.me is basically another social media platform to search videos that have been posted, and also a great way for you to go back and follow up. So I do follow up. I absolutely do. When there's questions or great comments and feedback, I always go follow up with people because I love to hear what people think. Can I type out my paragraph? Yes, you've had a lot to say tonight, and I love it. I love it, Hermson, so thank you. So there you guys have it. I hope that was informative. I appreciate everyone that's been hanging out with me on Monday night. And to my beautiful little girl here, my little mini-me, and for helping me out and being just awesome while I chat with you guys tonight. So I will be following up with you and answering any questions, but I hope that we get to stay connected in the future. So if there's other topics or you want me to elaborate on anything with social media, please, please, please let me know. All right? I'm in the business of home business, and I love it, and I thrive in it, and I love simply helping others, and I don't care what business or company you represent. I want to share anything that I've learned along the way and share where I've learned it. So I hope you guys have an awesome night. Thank you guys all so much. Hi, Diana. You guys have a good night.
Great advice, Mommy.
I didn't even have to tell her to say that. So I go to peoplescatch.me and follow up others' unanswered questions. Yes, on your account, right? So you'll go back on your account as you post your video. What I wouldn't suggest you do is go and hijack somebody else's and insert maybe your feedback or your comments if it ultimately tries to bring somebody back into your business. So that's, if you're being helpful and offering kind of community advice, absolutely, like maybe sharing your favorite social media auto post platforms, but I just wouldn't suggest going and hijacking anybody's comments or anything. So that's what I got. So I hope we got your answers. If not, I'm going to go back and watch them just so I can get you guys. Yes, you're totally right. It's hard to listen to her and read comments. I know. I'm really having a hard time. I'm getting distracted. Because I want to answer your questions, but I also I wanted to make sure I got the content out. So I'm happy to hang out for a little bit. If you guys have more questions, I'll just let them pop up, and I'm happy to respond to them. And if I have recommendations on where to go and get more content and information, then I would be happy to do that too. So, Hermson, why do you have the sad crying face? That makes me sad. But you know what? I'll share that I have learned a lot from Miss Chalene Johnson. So I recommend that you follow Chalene Johnson on her Periscope. And I have learned a lot in such a short amount of time. I'm not perfect by any means, but follow Chalene Johnson. She does Periscope right. She's read it about it. Chalene is C-H-A-L-E-N-E Johnson. So at Chalene Johnson. She's the creator of TurboKick, TurboFire, TurboJam, and she's got a huge online social media presence and does such a stand-up job. Thank you, Fit Fashion Nutrition. Yes, exactly. This is exactly how you spell it. So she's all over social media, and she just does an amazing job, and I've learned a ton a ton from her. So I always use her as a resource to refer people to. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to go hang with this little chickie while my husband and son are at the Mariners game tonight. So hope you guys have a great... Christina, I'm so glad you told me your name. Thank you so much. You guys all have a great night. Love you guys. Bye.